Oh, hello guys. This is Frankness. So today we are going to talk about a question. I've been given a question by one of the viewers. So he sent me a question paper. So the course is survey computer applications. So they were using Surpac software. So I will show you the questions, then I'll do the demonstration, I'll do the computations within Surpac. So but before we begin, make sure to subscribe and like and comment the video so that I can know what you guys think of this video. So I'm going to show you first the question paper, then I'll do the calculations. I'll show you how you can calculate, how can you do your computations as required by the questions. So the question paper, let me show you. This is the question paper. So the course was survey computer applications. So question 1 required to open a new Surpac folder, then candidate number and stuff. But the questions are, so the first one was to enter the following coordinates into your coordinate file. So remember, we have demonstrated how you can create a coordinate file. So I've already done that. I've already entered these coordinates into my coordinate file. So we've got 10 marks for that. Then the second question was to calculate the following joins. So we're going to compute the join directions and the join distances of these points. Then we are also required to calculate the placing data from station 4 to all these points. So the placing data is more like the join data. So you calculate the direction, you calculate the distances to place these points from this placing station. So station 4 is our placing station. So furthermore, we've got another question which requires us to calculate the coordinates of the following points. So we've got point 4b lying along the line from 67b to 68a. Then we have been given the distance. So these are polars, and I'm going to demonstrate how you can do your polars. And also what we're going to demonstrate is how you can save your computations in text format or as a PDF. So remember, you are doing it on a computer. You need to store your data so that you would give the examiner your results. So I'm going to demonstrate how you can store your computations as a PDF. So I'm going back to my Surpac. So we have the coordinates. Like I said, I've already entered the data. So part A of the question is already done. So now I'm going to part B of the question. So we are being required to calculate the joins. So our first join, so if you want to calculate the join, you go to general, then you go to join calculations. So if I click here, so we are supposed to calculate the join from 2e to 6a. So these are our coordinates. These are the points that are in our coordinate file. If you can check coordinate file editing. So these are the points that are appearing. So let me just remove this point. Then I'll demonstrate how to calculate the coordinates of that point. So if I go to general, then coordinate file at join calculations. So remember what we said on joins. You click 2 points, so you get the direction, you get the distance, right? So the first question was to calculate a join from 2e to 6a. So from 2e we have the data for 2e. We have the y and the x. Then our next point was 6a. So if we click 6a again, so now you get the direction and the horizontal distance. So that is what is being required to calculate. So now that we have our direction and horizontal distance, we want to store our data as a PDF. So you can click here, print join, then you enter the page number, let's say 101. Okay, let me enter 101, then okay. So let's save this this PDF on our desktop. Let me name it survey. Okay, survey computer applications. So everything that we are going to do in this video, we're going to save it in this folder, this file. So let me click save. So once you click save, you should see that PDF. Okay, so we have our join. So let's print this join. So when you click print, then you go down here. If you click this icon here, you should be able to see the page. So we have the file survey calculations, then we've got the Y, the X, and the Z. So we have our horizontal direction and horizontal distance. So we want to do about 3-4 more join calculations. So let's set to auto print. So now we have auto print. When we just click the points, then if the join is calculated, the join is automatically printed here. So let's click next join to clear this off. We have 67A, then we are going to 67B, right? So this is our join. If you can see here, the join is already printed. So we also have let's clear this. We have join from 2A to 6D, so 6D here. Okay, next join, we have 67B and 2E, you see. So now we have 4 join calculations. So let's go ahead and finish. We have 6A to 68B, right? So these are our join calculations for question B. So you can see this of our join calculations, right? So now moving on to part C of the question, we were supposed to calculate the placing data from station 4 to the mentioned point. So what we understand by placing data is that placing data is the data that you calculate for the purposes of placing new beacons or replacing beacons in their calculated positions. So you determine placing data by calculating joins from the placing stations automatically created in our field book. So our placing station here is station 4. Then we want to calculate the placing data for other points. That means you are going to set your machine or your instrument on station 4. Then you're going to orient with other known points. Then you're going to set the directions into your machine and then lock the machine and then find where the required distance would be. So we are going to also get the direction and the horizontal distance. So to do that, we just do the normal way we calculate the joins. So we have a station 4. This is our placing station. We are going to move to 67B, right? So I'm going to click 67B. So this is the direction, the horizontal distance. So if you can check here, we have STN4 to 67B. So moving from STN4 to 67B, we need 24 degrees. Then we also need 102 meters. So this is the placing data. So we also have from STN4 to 67A. So click 67A. There we go. We also have STN4 to 2A. All right, there we have it. We also have STN4 to 2E. Okay, next join. We have STN4 to 68B. So this is what was required by the question. So we have placing data from STN4 to all these other points. So that was part C of the question. Now we are supposed to calculate the coordinates of some points. We have to calculate the coordinates of point 4B, point 2B, point 3A, then point 1A. So the first item of the part D, we have a line running from 67B to 68A, and we have our point having 49.223 meters from 67B. So now what we have to do is so now these are polars. We are going to compute the coordinates of a point from another point given the direction and the distance. But if you can see with our questions, we are not really we were not given the directions, but we're going to use the directions. So the best way to do it with Surpac, if we go to polar calculations, okay, let me go to polar calculations. Right, here we are supposed to calculate the coordinates of a point, but we have been given the lines. So we have on the first part, we have a line running from 67B to 68A. So our starting point is 67B. So if we click 67B here, then we have to input the direction, but we are going to get the direction within our Surpac. So we are going to get the direction of the line from 67B to 68A. So here you click 68A so that the direction is selected. Then now you can input the distance 49.223. Then we have to calculate the polar for point 4B. So here we're going to type 4B. So this is the point that we are supposed to calculate the coordinates for. So if we say 4B here, then you say calculate now. You can see it has calculated the coordinates for that point. So if you check with our PDF, we have polar reductions. So we have the coordinates of a point 67B to 4B. Then we have been given the direction and the distance, so we have the coordinates for that point. So these are the coordinates for point 4B. You can check the coordinates are automatically added to a coordinate file. So you can see this point is now appearing in our coordinate file. So we move on to the next. We have a line running from 2A to 2E. So let's click next polar here. So we have our first point is 2A. Then we want to get the direction from 2A to 2E. Then we can click 2E here so that we have our direction, and we are going to input the distance. So we have 3.946946. So this is the distance. Then we name the point or the polar point is 2b, which is fine. So we click calculate. Right, so you can see we have our point 2b calculated there. So we have the coordinates, as you can see. Okay, so we move on to the next polar. We have a line running from 67A, so 67A to 68B. Okay, so 68B. Then we have let's say the point is 3A. Then the distance was given as 67.800. Okay, so let's calculate. We have our point here, so we now have 3A. So let's move to the next polar. We have let's say this point is called 1A. Then here we have 67A going to 67B. Then the distance we have been given 40 meters, so here it's 40. Right, so 1A. So let's calculate it. So we have the coordinates of point 1A. So if you can check with our code, our PDF, we have the coordinates for point A. So this is what was required by our question. So another part of the question was to calculate the areas. So let me just rush to area calculations. Okay, let's go to code and file editing. So we now have our coordinates here. So we have added 4 points in our coordinate file. So we just want to demonstrate how you can calculate the areas. I think we have a question which required us to calculate the areas. Let me just show you the question. Okay, we have this question here wanted us to calculate the areas. So we wanted to calculate the area of 67A to 68A to 68B. Then also wanted to calculate the area of this polygon. So going back to our area calculation, so to access the area, you go to general here, then you go to area calculations. So we're going to get areas and data from coordinates. So we have our coordinates. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the points forming that polygon. So let's say our first point is 67A as per the question, 67A. Then we have 68A. Then we also have 68B. So these are the points forming that polygon. But you can see I've just selected 3 points. In order to calculate the area, you have to select the first point. So I've started selecting 67A, then I went on to select 68A, then 68B. Now I have to select again 67A so that our area it actually forms the polygon. So if I click here, you see now I have my area in square meters. So we can name this stand number, let's say it's stand A. Right, so this is the area, so we can print the area. Right, so let's see if we have the area. Okay, I would check. I'll just check with my PDF after I've calculated the areas. So we want to calculate another area. So you click start area, then you click the points forming that polygon. So we have 2A, then we have STN4, we have 68A, we also have 68B, right? We have 2E, then we also click our first point. So our first point was 2A. So now we have our area for our stand number B. So this is how you can do computations with Surpac. Let's print this area. Right, so we have our stand number for stand number B. So we have the area. I think let's just add again. Let me reprint the area for stand number A. Okay, so stand number A, we have 67A, we have 68A, we have 68B, we also have 67A. So let's print it again. So now have our two areas. So that's it for these questions that I've just demonstrated how you can calculate the joins, the polars, and the areas. So I will see you in the next video. Make sure to comment, let me know, ask questions, then I'll just review and try to make some content as per your request. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.